I thought you might be interested to find out how I come up with a journal concept and the bits and pieces that go into making it. First of all, I come up with an idea. I find lots of different things. I find all kinds of things that I can use for ephemera, and I look for images that relate to it, and that's kind of my starting point. So I'll be going through and finding lots and lots of different bits of advertising. I decided that there were so many amazing adverts that would never be allowed today. So I went through and got those, printed them out, and I've cut them out. As you can see, there's far too many here to use all for one book, but there are some there. These are some older pages that I created where I used some of the different pieces of advertising in the print. I don't think I'm going to be using those. I think I've changed my mind. So once I've come up with a concept, I look for a picture in the public domain that feels to me as though it encapsulates the concept. And to my mind, this view of, I don't know, 1920s, 1930s, so look at the skirt lengths, maybe more 1940s, American street with all the shops up and down it and the women out shopping, just felt like the right idea for a journal about advertising. So I got the image, I sent it off to be printed, got the fabric, and the cover is almost finished. Then I go through and start creating the pages. And in this case, because so many of the adverts are slightly older and on cream paper, I decided to lay them out and print them on cream paper. This journal has all kinds of images on it, and then the opposite pages have lines. At the moment, these haven't been trimmed down. They will be trimmed to the 5x7 size, so I have to do some cutting out to get those together. Then I'll break them down into blocks of 4, fold them up, and make them into the signatures to put inside. I still need to find some images that I like that are big enough to make the outsides of each of the signatures, which will have the pockets in them, so that there are plenty of places to put all these different things, or whichever ones I decide to choose. Some of these are slightly more contemporary and some of them are slightly older. They're from different countries. There's one which of course I'm not going to be able to find, which was for protein-powered donuts, which seemed like an interesting idea. It's fun to see how people have promoted ideas. Versatile Velveeta, sun-kissed oranges, when they're having to persuade people that having orange juice for breakfast was good. Toastettes, a woman being chatted up as she gets her husband his dinner. Just all kinds of things, which tells us a lot about the country as it was, as well as the products that were being advertised. It slightly perturbs me how many times they use children for products that they didn't really use. I don't know how many children would have been let near ranges and heaters, but there's a little girl doing that. There's another little girl there. Falling snow is not lighter for purer delicacies. So flour that's being equated with snow. Soap one. It's just fascinating to find the things, and I find I get really engrossed in an idea, and I just dive in and find all the things that all the images that go with it, that seem to me to be interesting. As I say, there's far too many here for one journal, but I will pick a direction, and then the ones that the adverts that relate to that will go into it. So at some point, not too far from now, you will see a journal that's about advertising with this street on the front, and you'll know a little bit about what's gone inside it.